Друзья, всем привет! Мы продолжаем играть в Forgotten City. У нас очередная и последняя концовка в серии концовок. Она у нас по счету четвертая, вообще по игре она третья. Ну уж так вышло, что я начала со второй, потом сделала первую, потом четвертую, и вот у нас третья концовка. Для этого нам нужно идти в цистерны Ксентии, с ней разговаривать.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Ну и
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later he goes back in, and hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. A creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others. Well, it's your funeral.
ну, с этим я разберусь как-нибудь. Собственно, да, вот он нас предостерег, что там монстрики. Туда можно не ходить. Там ничего нет, мы там уже были. Вот наш изобретательный способ. Я не уверена, что в лузах листья так растет, но, наверное, тут до точности докапываться нет смысла. Ну, чего ревешь?
You. Who are you? Did he send you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back. I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
Я что-то пропустила момент, когда говорилось о том, что он приемный отец.
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together. There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say? There's no time. Wait, can't just leave me here. How can you be so heartless? It's no use. You'll never persuade him of anything. I'm telling you, he's a monster. Please. You'll make it.
Так. Ну, пойдемте разговаривать с ее папашкой. Посмотрим,
How
что
come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
что он на это ответит.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban. We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened? Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason.
Я знаю, что ты сделал.
What are you talking about? You know, you remind me of him. Al Worth, the fellow who came through the portal before you. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I mean, you've lived through the day, what, 7 times? Most impressive. And yet everything you've done has been in vain, because there's no escape. Except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Best to take your own life now. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
Мгм.
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? And why would I agree to that? The only way you're getting this key is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So if you kill me, you'll stop me from doing so, and you being here will be an impossibility. That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here, and you'll never be able to undo it. Is that what you want? I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever, until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me. What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Да иди ты.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Пойдем в ДЦ.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Я подзапуталась что-то в кнопках. Ну. Все таки попала. Так.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
О,
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. All right, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
ну хоть парочку. Ну. А мы идем вообще-то обратно в цистерну.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Ой, куда?
Hey, you're not
Да.
thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Да знаю я об этой
Well,
твари,
It's your
успокойся.
funeral.
Так. Так чё? Уж фонариком выколотить? Ну да. Идемте к этой горемыке.
You. Who are you? Did he send you? And do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back. Wait, what? God, am I going out of my mind? Are you going to let me go or not? How did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Как всегда.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how
Можно
it's going
оторваться.
to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. The other should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Really? That's strange. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, Scintilla and a handful of other citizens managed to escape, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Между прочим, это был я.
What? You're saying you were
который-
here 2,000 years ago. I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
Чё он такой потрёпанный-то?
I'm not following. So you're saying Because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Именно так.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping a bunch of others to escape. That's a lot to take in. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Santilla used, if we can find it.
Ну, я-то ведь знаю, куда идти, так что давай. Come to me. Давайте выбираться из этого треклятого места. И вот сейчас будет самое интересное. Он уже здесь. Он уже заколачивает тут, причем уже в середине доски. То есть он не только начал это делать.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
Красиво здесь. Не хочется верить, что это конец, конечно. То есть мне игра понравилась очень. Прям вот все, ну, сюжет, вот атмосфера, вот это вот прям.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait? Really? Sounds amazing. And did you... Oh, look, here he comes. Al, it's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
Ну-ка.
I don't know what became of you.
Сима, я не знаю, что с тобой стало, и прочитаешь ли ты это когда-нибудь, но Октавия, Лукреция, Гораций, Эктивия и я никогда не забудем тебя и то, что было сделано для нас. Нам больно от того, что многим нашим друзьям не повезло, в том числе Ульту и Галерию, которые героически пытались спасти Дули, но так и не вернулись. Но нет смысла думать о том, что могло бы быть. Все, что мы можем сделать, принять данный нам тобой дар и попытаться проявить к другим сострадание, как это делаешь ты. Мы обещаем, что спасение наших жизней было не напрасным. Сентила и другие.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
А я останусь тут. Что ж, сколько могли бы спастись, если бы вы ушли от Сентилы? Ну, в общем-то, если бы они не пошли за Дули, сколько могли бы спастись? Еще двое. Остальные, ну, я предполагаю, что Деци не захотел покидать. А вот эти охранники тоже. Кто там у нас? Малиол со своей женушкой. Я думаю, что их не звали. Невия, понятно, она в замке там до нее не дорешься. Так, я не знаю, Юлия там была или нет, что я пропустила этот момент. Ну, в общем, мне очень понравилась игра. Я прям в восторге. Я бы, наверное, играла. Но уже как бы нет смысла, потому что все, что я могла бы узнать, я узнала. Вот. В принципе, всем советую. Мне очень зашло, прям мне очень понравилось. Я в восторге. Вот. Рекомендую смотреть, играть. Смотрите видео. Пока-пока.